7-round mock draft for the Cleveland Browns. No first-round pick. Obviously, that was part of the trade to acquire Deshaun Watson. I don't know that there's going to be a scenario considering what they've done thus far in the offseason and what is available to them that they would get aggressive and try to get into the first round. It's probably just going to be too steep. So we just kind of let it come to us, right? So the first selection is 42, and then we have another long wait. We have some long waits. We're drafting again at the end of the third round. So going to have to be really precise with the selection. I can't imagine we're going to do a ton of moving down, but we'll see ultimately how it plays out. All right. So as we're waiting for our selection here with the Browns, what area of this team, Headley, do you think that the Browns really need to focus on in the draft?
I think off-ball linebacker is a position of need. Anthony Walker is no longer on the roster. And also the wide receiver position. I know, some people might like Peoples-Jones. I think he's decent, but I think an upgrade there is needed. Amari Cooper played exceptionally well. But, he's getting a little older. So, I think a wide receiver for Deshaun Watson, there was talks on we might want to pass the ball more in Cleveland. Don't do it. You got Nick Chubb on the roster. But if you wanted to go that route, I think you got to upgrade that wide receiver room. So I think those two positions are probably the biggest needs for Cleveland because this roster is pretty good across the board.
I think this could be a team, too, that goes and gets a quarterback because it's just Deshaun Watson and Kellen Mond there. So, I don't know their feeling on Kellen Mond. I feel he's the backup, but we haven't seen him play. We don't know what that looks like just in case Watson does get hurt. So may bring a guy in for competition. Maybe they go the vet route there, but in terms of free agency. But, and I would agree linebacker is a position that is probably the number one need, maybe not necessarily receiver, but they brought back Taki for, I think they signed him to a 1-year deal. So I think linebacker, specifically strong side linebacker, is a position that we're going to have to seek out and go after.
JOK locking down the weak side, but I think you're right. The other two linebacker spots, and of course, teams are playing a ton of nickels, so generally they're only playing two backs,
right?
Two linebackers. Right. That guy opposite JOK is a question mark. Certainly, got a couple trade offers here. I think this one is steep, but a bit more reasonable than this one. I think this is over the top.
Sure.
I don't think either is actually realistic, to be honest with you.
Right, they're giving up too much.
Yeah, so we'll let those go based on what's available to us and the needs.
That's crazy.
I don't think we're going anywhere.
Wow.
I don't think we're going anywhere. I can see a scenario where you go to Josh Downs, and of course you got Drew Sanders and Trenton Simpson here as well. So, if it falls this way, then Cleveland is sitting pretty.
Yeah, I think Haley's right. I think you go Trenton Simpson here. I think you.
Let's think about the linebacker position though, because with JOK there, the weak side.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think
you
Trenton
or you would prefer a Jack Campbell?
Ooh, that's another guy. I will go Drew Sanders.
All the linebackers there. All the linebackers.
Yeah, I'll go Drew Sanders over Jack Campbell. I think Drew Sanders, he got the build, the bulkiness. I know he missed some tackles, but he could probably go inside. Yeah.
So you're looking for the mic here. Who you think is a better fit for the mic?
I think Drew Sanders can play any of the three positions.
I think Trent Simpson can play any of the three positions.
Who do you think could play it better is my question. I think Drew Sanders.
Drew Sanders.
Right? I think Trent Simpson, weak side linebacker, probably his best position. And I think Jack Campbell's probably he's a prototypical Mike linebacker. So, but there's no flash, no dash there. You don't necessarily need that at that position though either. You know what I mean? You just need somebody to be where they're supposed to be. If we're going Jack Campbell, you got to trade down, I would think. But I don't know. I'm fine with Drew Sanders, man. This is a team with a new defensive coordinator because they did fire the one previous. He couldn't get his, and his Jim Schwartz is the DC.
Oh, Jim Schwartz is back.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz.
That 4-3 right there. How you feel about Jordan Elliott? I know Dalvin Thompson hold on your run. You think Elliott's a 3 technique? I know he could play it, but we might could even get even better there.
Perry on Winfrey, man.
Oh, yeah, Winfrey.
They like Perry on,
Oklahoma. Okay.
They like Perry on. Yeah. Yeah, but I do think interior D line is something that D line in general. I like the addition of Okonkwo.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to actually play better than your boy did a season ago.
Clowney,
yes. But I think overall they can improve their down line. We could drop down to Green Bay, add a 4th round pick here.
Okay, let's do that. Pull that.
Let's see what we could work here. Okay, so Jack Campbell actually went before Drew Sanders and Trenton Simpson. We could drop a couple more spots and actually add a 3rd. I think Detroit might be trading up for one of our linebackers.
Yeah, chill.
Are you willing to roll the dice here?
No, take my Drew Sanders and get out of Dodge, bro.
Get the hell out of Dodge?
Yeah, get the hell out of Dodge, bro.
All right, let's do it.
Did you like that draft, Greg Clary?
Ooh,
Let us know if you like that Lions draft, man. We loaded up. He fell. Trent Simpson fell.
Yeah, he did. The Lions, they went tight end, which is also a need for that team. That's okay though. We have the 98th overall pick.
Think about trading up.
We talked about the 3 technique. Here he is, staring us in the face. The question is it responsible? Do we have?
I don't think the Browns have that much needs.
Okay.
I really don't. They really don't, man. Like it's receiver and linebacker. That's about it, bro. Let me look at what did they sign your boy to here? Oh, they haven't disclosed Tristan Hill's contract yet, so that's not disclosed. I imagine it's not going to be something crazy.
I think we grab a receiver coming up, but I think we have a lot of draft capital. I think we go get the best players, man. Trade up, use our picks, and if somebody fall like Adetomiwa, I think we got to do it.
So it's gonna be very difficult to climb. It's gonna be very, very difficult to climb and get Adetomiwa. It would probably require draft capital from 2024.
You sure? Well, hold on. Let me just say this, just in case we got to go, crazy, right? Maurice Hurst contract is over after this year. Ben Stilley contract over after this year. Winfrey's till 2026. Elliott is done after this year. 2027 is Tomlinson. So I think tackle is might be. I don't know. It's gonna take a lot to get up there to 49. Is what you?
Yeah. 62. We're at 62 right now. Let me see if we get into the 3rd round. Let me see. That's a lot.
Come on, we giving up the booty. Let it run a little bit.
Let's see. Yeah,
that's a lot, bro.
It is a lot.
Have we set another 4th round there?
Yep. Adetomiwa is gone. Yep.
Got him.
One of them, man.
Hurt. Gotta get your guy. Gotta go get your guy.
Got a Keanu Benton out there.
Wait, you do
Javon Dexter, D tackle.
He's gone now. Probably should have went and got Benton. Carl Brooks. So got my man Carl Brooks.
Zach Pickens.
Look at Zach Pickens. All right, so we got to force that, man.
Guy, yeah.
So what's the receivers? What are the receivers saying?
Oh, Rasheed.
Rasheed.
Yeah, I like Rasheed over there.
Yeah. I like Michael Wilson for them boys too.
Yeah. I think we could double up at receiver with all these picks.
Yeah, get or you go at Tyler Scott too now. I like that there too.
Marvin Mims, Nathaniel Dell. What type of receiver are you looking for? Is the question.
So let me see what they got.
Oops. They got a route running Amari Cooper. They got a slot guy they like in David Bell. I think we need some speed.
Yeah.
I know they drafted Anthony Schwartz last year.
That's not a receiver. That's a track guy. Marvin Mims is the guy that I'm Nathaniel Dell.
Or
those
Scott.
are the two.
Yeah. One of them. 3.
Partial to Dell. Yeah, I'm partial to Dell, man.
Dell gets open really quickly.
It really does.
Oh, local wide receiver, Al Paul.
All right, let's do it, man.
That's a good point.
That is local. Let's go with local, man. Let's go with local.
Yeah,
That'll be a
Tyler
free
Scott,
visit
man.
for them guys.
Stretch the field.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got 111 as well as 116 here.
Let me see.
We got our top 2 needs. Sanderson's linebacker.
What's your
receiver.
secondary looking like? What's your secondary looking like?
You got Greg Newsome, AJ Green. They're in the nickel. You got Emerson Martin, Thomas Graham.
Emerson,
you got
they like.
you got Denzel Ward. You probably need you could probably use another corner because there's nobody behind Ward right now. You got Delpit and you got Thornhill at the safeties.
I like that addition of Thornhill.
I really do.
That's a sneaky good free agent signing, and he came a lot less expensive than I had anticipated. So.
Oh, safety
Yeah,
market is
the market's
weak.
not great. That's why Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Somebody was joking on Twitter saying he might have to pay Howie.
Come back.
He might have to pay him. Let's get our 3 technique, man.
Carl Brooks right here. Hold on, check corner real quick. I just want to see what it look like.
You can wait on it a little bit.
I like a Riley Moss for them boys, but go ahead. Yeah.
Carl Brooks.
Yeah.
It's the bill.
Get our 3 tech.
All right. Ooh.
And actually, Carl Brooks can play all over the line. That's what they did with them at Bowling Green, by the way.
We'll accept that.
So drop 4 spots, gain 2 picks.
All right. A couple of receivers came off the board there. Marvin Mims went a lot later than we anticipated.
He did. Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson's out here.
All right, Michael Wilson.
Riley Moss.
Can we do Michael Wilson right now?
We
and
can.
Grab my Riley Moss at 126?
I mean, he might be there. He might not be. But you can pivot to Jacorian Bennett.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go with Michael Wilson.
Yep. I like him and Amari Cooper in the same room. Similar size, twitchiness. They're similar. Teach them a few tricks.
Yes.
All right. Riley Moss, Drew?
Or do we go Travis?
Travius, man.
Yeah, we go Travius. Go Travius, man. Go Travius.
All right.
Feisty. He's a little guy, but he's feisty. He's physical.
Nephew
of
highest point.
Yeah.
Boy, Riley Moss still available. All right, let's take a look at the board overall. Of course, no Kareem Hunt. I imagine more of a role from Jerome Ford, but Nick Chubb is your guy. There are some quality backs out here available, though.
Roshan.
Right? Yeah.
Abed-Kananda.
Do we want to grab one now? Is that what you're saying?
It doesn't have to be now. I'm just making mention of it. There are some talented guys here.
We can grab one of those guys within the next 3 picks without losing too much. Let's look at what is their O-line. I know they got one of the better O-lines in the league.
You did go Drew Sanders earlier. You still got the likes of Dorian Williams, Ivan Pace Jr. out here. D. Winters a little bit later.
What about D? Can we go back to D tackle or D line just in general? What does that look like?
Go you Byron Young. We like that tape.
We do like that tape.
I'm not mad at Byron Young.
He didn't do what I wanted at the Senior Bowl, but I mean the tape don't lie. You know what I mean? So yeah, can we grab me a Byron Young? Let's work on that interior. Continue to work on that interior.
You got a lot of free agents coming up next season, so
yeah, we got to be able to
replenish that.
Those offers were a bit unrealistic, so that's the reason why I summarily rejected them. Just for those watching, they're like, what the hell are you doing?
Can we
try to stay within the realm of realism?
Reality. Can you look at safety real quick? I just want to see what's there. Jay Ward. I like Daniel Scott. So this is where I'm at, bro.
Merriweather.
I like a Jay Ward. I like a Daniel Scott. I do like a Merriweather, but I like Riley Moss. He's still there for me, man. Or we go running back.
No, I would go with Riley Moss
right now. Okay.
Not.
Or you prefer Jacorian Bennett?
No. I'm good with either of those corners.
Okay.
So let's get the running back that we like the most.
Okay. I mean,
Izzy, Roshan, Deuce.
What's
those are 3 guys I like.
So we got Nick Chubb.
What we running? Outside zone?
What is this?
Oh,
That's
give me
easy.
Abandon Canada. Give me
That's easy.
all right. We run outside zone. It's easy. It's easy. There's no thought process here for me.
That was the Virginia Tech tape, right?
Yeah, like
all
6
the
TDs.
Come
Yeah,
on, Bucks.
20
Wow.
TDs. He led the nation in rushing touchdowns. Yeah, 20 of them.
Wow.
Incredible.
All right, Drew. Which one do you want?
Riley.
So you got Jacorian Bennett with the speed, but you got Riley with the he just played a position. He's technically
Riley got some speed too. Riley got some speed.
Yeah, he do. I'll take that back. He do got some speed. He do got some speed. You're right. You're right.
Jacorian Bennett,
he's coming from that defense where they just continue to produce quality defensive players, man. So yeah, Riley Moss, man, he looked really good at the Senior Bowl, man. He impressed me.
Yeah, good feet.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we have 2 picks remaining. Depth along the offensive line, is that a possibility?
I don't.
Let me see. Interior.
Let me see. They need, if you go, I would go interior. Yeah, that's right. Interior is where I would go.
There's Davis Allen. I know they don't necessarily need a tight end,
right?
But
they got
there is Davis Allen. John Gaines, McClendon Curtis.
McClendon.
And Jackson Kirkland could be your swing tackle as well as breaking
versatility.
inside.
Yeah. That's great.
Select him for the versatility. Yeah, take him for the versatility.
All right.
And then do me a solid and go get me Jaron Hall, please. If he's still there.
Backup QB.
Yeah.
No, he ain't there no more.
Oh man, for
Stetson.
real?
Go grab a Stetson.
Yeah, grab your. Oh, you want to max Duggan?
I want Malik Cunningham. That's what I want.
That's what you want to do, bro?
That don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. You guys decide. You guys
Aiden
decide.
O'Connell.
Stetson would be the most ready to come in and play immediately. Then I think it would be Duggan, and then Malik gonna need a little bit of work. You want somebody to compete with Kellen Mond, so I think who would give him the best competition is probably Stetson.
Got Nick Hampton out here.
That's a good pick, bro.
Mingo. Although we went receiver a couple times already. I'm not understanding why Mingo.
No, we only went receiver one. Oh no, Michael Wilson.
Twice.
I didn't see Michael Wilson. Okay, good. Yeah, just grab Stetson, man. Get it over with, man.
Yeah.
Get it over with, man. He's
All
the most
right,
ready.
Stetson Bennett is the pick. We bring him in to compete with Kellen Mond for QB2 duties. Headley, you see the draft class here. We didn't have a first round pick. I think if we make a second trade off that 42nd pick, we actually add a third round pick. We missed that opportunity, but I think top to bottom we still did a pretty good job. Let's summarize it, Headley.
Yeah, so coming into this draft, we thought off-ball linebacker and wide receiver were the top 2 needs for the Cleveland Browns. We got that with the first 2 picks. Drew Sanders, he's linebacker 2 for me, right there with Trenton Simpson. I think we had a chance at Trenton Simpson also, but we chose to go Sanders, the bigger guy. Mike, he played all 3 linebacker positions. Put him next to the JOK, man. You got a good group right there. Next, we went Tyler Scott, wide receiver, hometown guy. Stretch the field. Some people compare him to like a Tyler Lockett because he has great tracking football. Ball tracking skills. And then you got Carl Brooks with the next pick. He could play along all the defensive line. We kind of like him on the interior at the next level. This guy was like I think a former like tight end. He gained like 80 pounds since joining Bowling Green. They had a 7-tech, 6'5", 4, all across that defensive line. It's ridiculous. The tape is ridiculous. Go watch that tape for Carl Brooks. Then we added another receiver, Michael Wilson, added into that receiver room. Kind of like him and Amari Cooper together. I think they're similar receivers, similar height, 6'2" around, and can separate. It's just twitchiness. Yeah. We saw him at the Senior Bowl. He probably was the best receiver out there at the Senior Bowl. He was dominant. The only thing with Michael Wilson is injuries and staying healthy. Next, we went and got Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson, TCU corner, nephew of LaDainian. Plays with an edge. He could play inside, outside. Probably inside the next level because of the size, but he competes at the ball. I've seen him go against 6'5", 6'6" receivers and get up there and compete at the catch point with those receivers. So he could do it all. Byron Young, The tape in Alabama, this slippery inside D tackle could get. He didn't really show out too much in the Senior Bowl like we wanted to see, but the tape was good enough for us. Next week we got Izzy. With a lot of running backs on the board, we went with a guy that fits the zone scheme the best. 1 foot in the ground, Izzy, man. Watching him, just what he does in small spaces, it's real subtle. But once he sees it, he has a really good vision, and then he just explodes. Two went got Riley Moss, corn from Iowa. Great feet, great long speed, always right where you want him to be. Jackson Kirkland, the versatility to play tackle or guard. And then the last pick, we went Stetson Bennett. Just in case Deshaun gets an injury, we're not comfortable all the way with Kellen Mond as a second string. Add some competition with that. I think Bennett takes that position.
All right. Favorite pick on day 3, Drew?
Izzy. It was easy.
Okay.
When you
I mean, it's Carl Brooks, it's Michael Wilson, it's Tomlinson, it's Byron Young.
No, I'm gonna go Izzy.
Riley Moss.
I'm gonna go Izzy.
Man, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But I love what we did day 3 here.
No, I love it too. I love it too.
This is phenomenal. Taking a step back again, no first round pick. We only had 2 selections in the first 3 rounds, and we had a wait. We had a significant wait. We did manage a trade down, which added some additional draft capital, but I thought we made the most of the copious day 3 draft capital that we had here. So really like what we did, particularly on day 3 for the Cleveland Browns. All right. That's going to do it, folks. That's going to do it for this edition of the Second Half Draft Show. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. That's Couch Potato General Manager. If you enjoyed the content, give us a like. Always enjoy you guys commenting, interacting with us, and subscribe. Subscribe so that you never miss out on the content. Again, the YouTube channel is Couch Potato General Manager. Every Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, leading up to the draft, we'll be meeting on Tuesdays as well, streaming on Tuesdays as well, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So for Headley, Drew, this is Juice CPGM Mute. We'll see you next time.